Hey guys, this is Jason. I'm reviewing Mickey 17, directed by Bong Joon-ho, and stars Robert Pattinson as a desperate employee who gets to be a part of this colonization where he unfortunately has to keep getting himself killed to make sure that some things in their journey work. Where he would unfortunately have to go outside and fix a satellite outside of their ship, but he would unfortunately get himself killed in those moments, or when he has to go outside on a planet to make sure that the planet that they are on is good for them to breathe in. But while they're doing that, they're also bringing him back to life multiple times, where they make a new body for him and bring him back his memories and mannerisms and have him for another job that he has to take. But soon he finds out that another Mickey is out called Mickey 18, who was supposed to replace Mickey 17, but Mickey 17 somehow survived in an event that he was supposed to die in. And once that happens, things go out of control, bonkers, and over the top, where everything just feels like it's going insane, where you don't even realize what's going on. Bong Joon-ho is one of my favorite directors. Of course, he's known for directing Parasite, which won him the Oscar for Best Director and Best Picture as well. I was already a fan of his before, but Parasite is easily his best film and is the one that made him a big director. And of course, he's known for making other films like Okja, Memories of Murder, Snowpiercer, and The Host. All great films I watched before Parasite, and I do recommend watching all four of them if you haven't yet. And of course, I was excited for Mickey 17 because of those films and Parasite, and because it has a pretty talented cast like Robert Pattinson, Mark Ruffalo, Toni Collette, and Stephen Young. Now, if you've seen any of Bong Joon-ho's other films, then you already know that he has a good blend of both comedy and drama, and makes them work for the story, making them feel original, and making them feel different, like the kind that you wouldn't see in some of the big budget movies nowadays. Whether you have a movie that takes place entirely in a moving train, where it's supposed to be like Earth outside of the freezing snow, or you have a movie where it's about a little kid trying to save a giant pig from becoming food, or a family that's slowly trying to steal jobs so that they can stay in a fancy house away from their wrecked home that they already have. And the plot for Mickey 17 is definitely different and original, where it just shows Mickey Barnes as a normal guy that's just trying to find a job and gets himself stuck in a situation that he really doesn't enjoy, where he has to take certain jobs that are supposed to get people to make sure it's good for them to go to or not, and he constantly gets questions about what it feels like to die, and he goes, oh god. And I thought the acting was pretty solid. I liked Robert Pattinson as Mickey Barnes, and at first I was a little put off by his voice. It sounded a little goofy and cartoony for a while, but eventually I got used to it. I think it works for his character, because it's supposed to show that Mickey Barnes is just a normal guy who's trying to find a job, and when he gets himself stuck in a job that he starts to hate, you do start to feel bad for him. And when we eventually meet his copy, Mickey 18, that version is a more darker version where he's not afraid to kill or hurt anyone that upsets him or gets in his way. And it kind of shows Pattinson kind of doing a Jekyll and Hyde thing, where Mickey 17 is supposed to be the good version and Mickey 18 is supposed to be the bad version. And I thought Robert Pattinson did a really good job as both Mickeys, and he's now one of those actors where he can feel like a different character in any film he plays, where he is no longer that sparkling vampire from Twilight, which sparkling vampire. That's ridiculous. He is now known for doing some either smaller films like The Lighthouse or big films like The Batman. And Mickey also has this good relationship with Nasha, played by Naomi Ackel, who is the only nice person to him on the ship because everyone else around him is a complete scumbag. And we see why she's important to him throughout the film, which does kind of give the film more of an emotional pull. Now, like I said before, Bong Joon-ho is one of those directors that knows how to blend both comedy and drama and making them work for his films, and making a lot of scenes that feel like they fit for the story and don't feel out of place, and have it blend well for the movie. And at times it does with this film. There are some moments I thought were pretty funny and gave me a good chuckle, but at times it doesn't always mix well because it will have an emotional moment that's supposed to be serious in one scene, but then they would throw in a humorous moment that's supposed to be funny, but it just comes off awkward and out of place. Like there's this one scene where Mickey is having dinner with Mark Ruffalo, Toni Collette, and another person that's supposed to be serious, then it turns into a comedic moment, and then it quickly turns into a ridiculous, over-the-top moment that can be gross. And that is unfortunately one of my issues with this film, where it's supposed to have a serious moment, but then it gets ruined by a joke that's supposed to blend well, but it just comes off awkward and a little over the top. But my biggest issue with this film is that there are times where it feels like two different stories are happening, like one where you get to see where Mickey is trying to learn about his clone, but then there's another one where you get to learn about these creatures outside of the ship called creepers, which are these big creatures with tentacles for teeth, and it feels like the main plot with Mickey and his clone keeps getting grinded to a halt every time the creepers are brought up. And unfortunately, it focuses on the creepers a lot, making the Mickey and the clone stuff feel like it's just pushed to the side. But nevertheless, regardless of that subplot and some of the humor not always mixing with the drama, I still found Mickey 17 to be a pretty fun movie with an original and different story that makes the film fun. It has really good acting and good sets as well, and there were still some moments that did make me laugh. If you love Bong Joon-ho's previous films, which a lot of his films are different and weird, but if you enjoyed those films, then you will have a fun time with this one. But if you want to see another Bong Joon-ho film that's like Parasite and another one of his best films, you're gonna be disappointed. So don't go into this expecting Parasite, just go into this expecting this to be an oddball type of movie that you can find in the theater. I'm gonna give Mickey 17 a B. So guys, if you have seen Mickey 17, what did you think about it? Do you think it's as good as Parasite, or do you think this movie was weird and wasn't for you? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you like this video, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing, because it helps my channel grow. Hit the notification bell so you know what other videos I'm posting. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.